If you watch any kind of pro bodybuilder documentary on YouTube, they have those pill boxes, and not only does it rattle when they wiggle it around, when they wiggle themselves around, you can hear them rattling. Simon in the Board A-hole here, along with Gerald, the fitness mascot, and a Metallica teacher. I just really like them. I think they're the best band ever. I once actually got to see them while I was standing on the stage with them. I kid you not. And I'm going to tease you now. I did a video about this. You're going to have to go and find it. But yes, today we are focusing on the dumb things that we all do in gyms. And in many ways, there's nothing wrong with this. But you're also wasting your time, you're wasting your money, and you're wasting your life. You don't want to waste your life. One day, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, you're going to be dead. And the last thing you want is when you are on your deathbed and people are going, oh, we're going to miss you. I won't say a name because you may freak out like, oh, no, it's me, it's not me. The last thing you want to do is go back and remember your gym days and go, why the hell did I do all that stuff? What a waste of time. So let's put that all to bed now with 7 dumb things you doing in the gym that you got to stop. Now, number 7 is taking all the supplements. And I get it. I understand. I've been there. I've totally been there. When you start getting into the gym and you look at other people that aren't going to the gym, you think to yourself, well, I need to differentiate myself from these people as much as I humanly can. I'm already going lifting weights above my head. I'm already doing cardio. I've already bought whey protein. What else can I do to find the secret pathway to gains that I know Steve down the road ain't doing? And you decide that it comes in supplements. You buy a multivitamin, you buy a vitamin C, then you're taking vitamin D, then you're taking vitamin E, then you're taking an omega pill, and then you're taking glutamine, and you're taking all of these kind of things because you think if I put them all together, much like a witch, hey, it will become a magic potion, and if I drink this every single day, I will transform into the Incredible Hulk. And you know what? Maybe you will, but also probably maybe you won't. And this also comes from the fact that if you watch any kind of pro bodybuilder documentary on YouTube, they have those pill boxes, and not only does it rattle when they wiggle it around, when they wiggle themselves around, you can hear them rattling. And I get it too. If you see someone that looks like that and you hear that they're taking 37.5 pills a day, you start taking 37.5 pills a day. Now, as long as you're taking these in the right doses, it's probably not going to harm you. It's probably not going to hurt you. It's probably going to be okay. But it's also a massive waste of time. At the very best, you're only getting like a 0.5%, 1% difference. And it's also costing you a hell of a lot of money. And bodybuilding and going to the gym, something that no one ever talks about, is how much money it costs. The food, the gym membership, all the supplements, the whey protein products. Oh my gosh, you can't go on any kind of site and see anything that is deemed as affordable. Anything minimum is 30 quid or 50 bucks. And you have to be, okay, great. If you want a protein bar, you can buy a Mars bar for like £1, protein bar $3.50. Just because it's some magic protein bar with protein in it. Sometimes you get the Mars bar for £1, and the Mars protein bar that they've also released, again, you got to tie into this, is £3.50. And you're like, are you telling me there is £2.50 extra worth of love in there? Of course there's not. It's absolutely baloney. If you want to take a multivitamin and vitamin C and things like that for your overall health, awesome. But don't buy into this concept. Gerald doesn't do it. He understands. Don't buy into this concept that if you take all the supplements, you're a better bodybuilder or a better weight goer or a better gym lifter than anybody else. It just ain't the case. And number 6 is doing 1 extra rep, even though you know you can't do 1 extra rep. Now, I've been there. I totally understand it. And 99% of the time, I would tell you, you should be doing that extra rep. Training to failure is always going to help progressive overload, putting your body under strain and stress and stimulus and all of this. But if you're doing a squat or if you're on the leg press and you have, I don't know, let's say 150 kilograms on your bar and you've done, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10 reps, whatever the hell it would be, and you know that if you go down and try and push yourself back up, you're not going to make it, it's probably not worth it. And this is doubly true for the leg press. Now, the good thing about the leg press is that you can do the worst reps ever and the leg press will take care of you. You know, while you should be pulling your knees as close to your chest as possible and then not extending your legs, so that's dangerous, but extending enough, you can do like these squeaky repetitions and you'll still be doing something. The leg press won't crush you. But if you do come all the way down, I mean, I've had visions of this. Just imagine it, right? You try and push up, something goes in your leg and or the resist or the mechanism breaks and it comes crushing down and squishes you. Now, the reason I bring this up is because I was in the gym the other day, not the leg press, no one got squished, thank goodness, but they were doing squats and you just looked over, and while I massively respected their moxie, I massively respected their dedication, I knew that he shouldn't be going for 1 more rep. And I say recently, it was like, 6 months ago now, whenever the hell I wasn't locked down, and he went for it, and he just got to the back, he just crumpled up on the floor. You may as well have called it a gym fail. That's how absolutely terrifying it was. So just be smart. And I think people don't say that enough because there's this idea that if you don't go for it, you're a failure. You're a sham. You should be locked in gym jail. There would be a thing called gym jail if some gym bros had their way. You'd be locked in gym jail and your crime would be didn't go for one more squat on the squat rack. Flub that, man. Deep down, be smart with yourself. You can't train hurt. Number 5 is ignoring machines. I don't get it. I understand that free weights are great, and I understand they work stabilizer muscles, and I understand lifting heavy is the greatest thing ever. I do it all the time. But why would you exclusively use free weights when you have isolation machines that have been developed by companies in order to help you grow bigger? It's not a joke. Like gyms, they haven't conned millions of gyms all over the world. There isn't one guy called Stu who walked around and sat down and somehow, like the monorail guy from The Simpsons, who goes around and sells monorails to Havenbrook and Springfield or whatever the hell it was.
I've sold monorails to Brockway, Ogdenville, and North Haverbrook, and by gum, it put them on the map.
That person doesn't exist. And if he does exist, how the hell has he tricked, again, millions of gyms into buying all these machines that apparently don't work? The point is, they do work. And they're really, really good for you. Now, should you exclusively be doing machines? If you want. Should you exclusively be doing free weights? If you want. But ultimately, you want to combine the two. If you can do a bench press and then do a machine press or whatever, or a hammer strength machine, or a pec deck. I don't really like the pec deck, but the pec deck, everyone loves the pec deck. That is the way you want to treat your body. Because you're going to be hitting muscles from different angles. You're going to be hitting your muscles in different ways. And also, for the old mental game, it's going to be a lot more fun. Like if it was chest day and you're going to go in and I say, you have to do 60 reps of bench press, after about 30, but like, can I do something else? I'll be like, no, and then you're going to hate me. But if you can go to chest press, the machine press, the back deck, and the cable flies, whatever the hell you want to do, you're going to be having more fun. Variety is the spice of life. So if one more person, this happens all the time, gets in touch with me and tells me how crappy machines are, I am going to boot them in the face. Virtually, because again, they just messages mostly on Instagram. Number 4 is a rare one, but we have to talk about it, and it's using the treadmill as a resistance machine. Treadmill is not there as a resistance machine. Now, if you want to run on the belt without turning on the power to make it a bit harder, that's something else. But I have seen this twice in my life, and it was twice too much. Somebody got on their knees, and they were pushing or pulling, I don't know which way they were going, the belt as if it was some kind of arm, upper body, shoulder exercise. Don't do that. There's no need. Also, if I went into a gym to use a treadmill and all of them were being used and you were doing that, I think I would have to pick you up and throw you against the wall just to try and teach you a lesson. I mean, I wouldn't do that. That's assault and you'd get arrested. But go do a bicep curl or whatever you think that's working. I can't even imagine. I guess your delts a little bit. Go use a shoulder machine. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Number 3 is not using clips. And I will bring my own experience into this. I was at a gym in the southern eastern area of England. This was around about 10 years or so ago. And I was sat there. I can't even remember what I was doing. Maybe I was doing bicep curls. Maybe I was doing whatever. It doesn't matter. But next to me was the squat rack. And someone from the gym came in and they were cleaning up the gym, which I respect. You've got to put those weights away. And if somebody else doesn't do it, well, that's your job as much as it sucks. They decided to forget how clips work. In the sense, they took the clip off one side, they took the clip off the other side, and then they started to take weights off one end of the bar, not the other. And this, my friends, is called physics, and it's also called gravity. So as soon as there was too much weight on one side of the bar flipped off, and it smacked me right in the head. Now, very nicely, I got my gym membership free for a year, because they knew what I could have done, but this ties into the clips. Maybe you don't have to use them on deadlifts. Maybe that's okay. But you're squatting, if you're doing a bench press, or you're doing anything with heavy weight on an Olympic bar, put the clips on so they don't fall off. Because you may not get hurt, because let's say you're bench pressing, right, and all the plates come off one end. Okay, you'll probably be okay. But the momentum will go and smash somebody else in the face. And I know this because it was me. Just use a clip. I know what I'm doing, and I can bench. Okay, well, maybe something is still going to go wrong. Clip up. Number 2, again, goes back to something I only saw in the gym once. But I felt like we need to put it out into the ether here, and we need to stop it forever. Somebody was using the Olympic bar again, and I don't know whether they couldn't get more plates or whether they decided this would be a good idea, but they had some duct tape with them, and they duct taped dumbbells to the end of the bar. I mean, I honestly, I just remember seeing the bar. I can't even remember what the lift was, but let's say they were deadlifting, right? So they had 4 plates on each side. They had 20, 40, 60, 80, 20, 40, 60, 80, and then they had a couple of 20-kilogram dumbbells taped around. I mean, what are you even thinking? What is the benefit? How has this helped you? Why did you do it? Where did the idea come from? Do you think people are looking at you and being, oh, look at the amazing thing people have come up with? No, it's just stupid. It'd be like trying to write a letter with a piece of cheese. I mean, you are going to get some kind of markings on said piece of paper, but there are infinitely better ways to do it. Never do this. And number one is asking someone to punch you in the abs while you're doing sit-ups. I know that you've seen boxers do this, right? You can go watch any kind of boxer training program, and usually what happens is they're doing sit-ups while someone flipping throws a bowling ball into their stomach region, because of course they are trying to strengthen up their core so much, when another giant man or woman comes and punches them right in the stomach, it's not going to win them and it's not going to take them out, because they are trying to win a professional fight. But if you are in a gym and you're not with professional trainers, I don't think you need to be doing sit-ups and have Barry over here go, huh, bam, you do another one, huh, bam, another one. We use Joe the Fitness mascot. So he's here doing sit-ups. He doesn't want me doing this. Ready? When would I even do it? At the bottom, I suppose. So he goes down, bam, 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 bam. How hard do you think Barry can punch? For one, not hard enough to do it. And two, there's every chance he's just going to wind and injure you. A normal sit-up is fine. Like, no one's going to think any less of you because you're just doing normal sit-ups. I just couldn't believe it, to the point words don't even come out of my mouth. Absolutely baffling, and it always will be. Now make sure you leave a comment below and let me know about other dumb things you've seen in the gym. And trust me, I know there's loads. I've been going to the gym a while. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, ding, ding, hit that bell so you know what other videos are going live. There's another video right there. Give it a click. I'd appreciate it. Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, and merchandise is all in the description below. Give it a click. See if it's for you if you want to support the channel, even by giving me a follow on social media. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one.